Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone. Today I've got some new stuff again. There's a lot of new stuff to show you at the moment, so we'll get right on with it. Just go from left to right, shall we? There are 5 in this special edition 70 years set. Don't know if there's going to be a second wave of 5. Don't know if they're going to do everything this year in this colour scheme. Who knows? 2018 Bugatti Divo. There is the back. There are the 5 to show you. We'll rip them all open one after the other. But here we have the 2018 Bugatti. Cool card art. It's very movie. What was that movie? I'll go off on a tangent. We're talking about cars here. Bugatti. 2019 on the plastic base. These are all plastic base, plastic tyre. You would swear that that's blacked out window, but you can see the interior inside. But it does go with the colour scheme. Got 70th slapped on everything. Remember they did that with the 60th. And did they do it with the 65? Can't remember. Nice. Prefer the black with light blue accents, the original, but that's pretty sweet too. I wouldn't say no to a Bugatti, although probably wouldn't get up the slope leading down to my driveway. Down the slope, you'd rip the crap out of it. Number 5 of the 5, Freightliner M2106 in a fire engine, but not as we know it. Most people don't like, or many people don't like non-red fire engines. Shout out to Red Trucks. He's on YouTube. Check him out. He specialises in fire trucks, and he likes them red. A lot of you do, as debris flies about. But here we have a non-red fire truck or fire engine, in keeping with the colour scheme. They'll look good all together, I promise. As if I work for Mattel. Funny something going on with that paint job on the hood. It's like the paint was too thick or something. Probably did that on a Friday. Just before drinks. Plastic base. This one's been around for a while. If I can stop that chrome blinding me. 2015 is the copyright here. So yeah, there's a few of these around, isn't there? In different colours. But here we have a special edition colour range. Not in scale with the Bugatti, but that's okay. I've left the last 2 to last for a reason. That's because I want to show you everything I have of those 2 castings. Third one to show you is number 3 of 5, the 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL Rubicon. I did not realise this was a Rubicon until this very second. The backs on these cards are so dull, you just want to tear them to bits. Which is good for me. There it is, the Rubicon. Interestingly, this car in real life has made it to Australia, obviously in right-hand drive, for local conditions. And they're a nice addition to the traffic. If you're like me, you'll sit in traffic if you're forced to, and gaze around lovingly at the different sculptures on wheels. See what's new. See if you can imagine yourself in various vehicles around the traffic lights. We'll get to this one. Number 1 of 5, 2005 Ford GT. Now this car has been around for yonks in Matchbox. Different castings along the way, but essentially it is what it is. The Ford GT. Here we have the 2005 version for 2023. Yeah, that's a good match for that colour. 2004 copyright. So they've been traipsing this one out for years, happily, because it's a good solid casting. Such a classic car, even in the modernised version. That is the one of the 60s. Obviously completely different, but essentially the same car. Nice. And we might as well start floating the table, so we'll bring these out to the front as if you can miss them in a crowd. But yeah, the Ford GT has come a long way from Matchbox. Well, within Matchbox. That's the throwback, isn't it? Both 6, same but different. And then they went funky. Same casting as the modernised version in the streakers, and I think that was one of the latest ones in the main line, which I was going to tell you that that's the same casting, but now I have to check. See the back there? I think that's just... let's have a look. That's a different casting. Ford GT40. And this one's saying 2005 Ford. They're a different car altogether. Wow. It's amazing the things you pick up if you just spend some time with your toys. Quite often I make the joke of getting out of things like dinner parties because... oh, there he is. Because I have to stay at home and rearrange my, my Matchbox cars. And the more I've said it, the more it springs to mind when I'm actually asked. And I don't actually tell people that. Although in reality sometimes that does actually happen. I'd much rather be spending time with my Matchbox car collection than people. But it's almost a Zamac, isn't it? See the nice little throwback they give us now and again. Love it. Something funky with those wheels though, and then a bit of flair, the crimson, and of course Sugar Daddy. Okay, last one. Possibly my favourite casting in this 1962 Mercedes-Benz 220 SE, number 2 of 5 in the lineup. Oh man, really like this casting. And again, almost blacked out window. Oh man, it's so close to being blacked out. Can you see? But they haven't skipped out on the interior. They've just gone for black to keep that colour scheme going. Yeah, that looks funky. I love doing the rally or the race version of this old beast. So yeah, they're the 5, but let me show you. So this is the 4-door. Okay. So they did a bunch of those in mainline. So where do I put those? Put those in the foreground. Mix that up. Wrong grey with silvers. And then of course of the Iodi, that's the Mattel's creation, isn't it? The 2-door. Rubber tyres and the full gizmos and moving parts. They didn't call it then. Super Fast, I think they called that one. That's the 65. See? Only 5 years ago. Again, 2-door, but that's okay. Can't remember where that came from. Was that Mattel Creations? It's all a bit of a blur, isn't it? Yeah, rubber tyres, it's probably Creations. But they'll get muddled. And then, of course, the really old one. This is a custom. If you have friends that can do this sort of wizardry. This was from Brian's Diecast of Thailand. Did this for me. That's one of the 60s, from the 60s, and that's of the same era. But the one on the left, the one that looks brand new and very swanky, was really beat up. I think it was a green, barely any paint on it, rough as guts. And then Brian took hold of it and sent it back looking like $1 million. And all that out of 5 cars. Jeez, that boy can yap. What do you think? Lots of colour on the table today. Love it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.